So this year in 2022, a big change is happening to the iPhone lineup where we'll get the iPhone 14 and we'll also be getting a new iPhone SE. I want to share the latest on what to expect with the iPhone SE model and more on the iPhone SE 2022 release date and price with a summary of specs as well. The iPhone SE has had two versions come out over the last 5 years. We have had the first based on the iPhone S design that came out in 2016 with an iPhone 6s chipset inside it, the A9. Then in 2020 we got the new iPhone SE that looks very similar to an iPhone 8 model but features an A13 chipset inside what is identical to the iPhone 11 model's chipsets. The iPhone SE is one of the best budget smartphones you can buy out there as the price starts at $400 and it's appealing and it's still faster than most of the top line flagships in 2021 that will cost around 3 times as much as the iPhone SE. The price isn't also the best factor, the camera system is very good and also the knowledge of software support will be around for about 4 years makes this phone very appealing to mid-range budget Android rivals out there. So for all the new iPhone SE videos like this one you're watching going forwards, I'm going to give you the latest details on specific leaks, then details of the planned release date time, then a summary of the models that are going to be released with all their features that we've learned in previous leaks. After, I'm going to reveal my wish list for the next iPhone SE. Also, put in the comments below of what features you'd like to see in the next iPhone SE, as because in my next video, I may feature your comment and discuss my thoughts around it. So a new report is coming from Dylan, who has reported some good and bad news, and depending how you look at it. Dylan has reported that in 2022, very similar news to what Ming-Chi Kuo has said. Dylan and Kuo has said in 2022 we will see a new iPhone SE. However, do not get excited for a new design as this will not change and it looks like it will be the same design as the current iPhone SE, what is really a copy of the iPhone 8 design, what basically in turn is a modified design of the iPhone 6 to iPhone 7. Kuo is claiming the biggest change to this iPhone will be the new A15 chipset, what comes with all those bells and whistles of machine learning and say for your camera, for example, you'll get better photos. Oh yeah, PS, the camera is also the same camera lens what you get with the current iPhone SE, but with the A15 it can interpret those pictures and it will definitely look different. But the other main change is to do with that this will be the first iPhone SE model to have 5G inside. Now for me this iPhone leaves lots of open questions, for example the battery life. Now a good number of people out there own an iPhone 12 mini that has an OLED display and also has a battery size of 2227 milliamps, but many of those users have complained that the battery life was bad even with 5G. But right now with the current iPhone SE it has an LCD screen what is a bit more thirsty on power than OLED, and also the battery size inside this iPhone is 1821 milliamps, what is about a quarter less than the battery size that we get with the iPhone 12 mini. So for Apple just to add the A15 and 5G modem to the current iPhone SE design sounds like a disaster to me, and I do wonder how Apple will dig itself out of a hole with bad battery life for a claimed budget phone. The good news is that both Dylan and Kuo have said that another iPhone SE is coming in 2023 or 2024, what will be larger than the 2020 and the 2022 SE model, and most people believe this will be based on a similar design to the iPhone XR or the iPhone 11 with an A15 or A16 chipset inside, and I will talk more about these specs a bit later on. Now just quickly, a quick note, with leaks being early and to be fair any leaks even up to the iPhone SE's release date, I find and I show you guys a lot of previous leaks from other Apple products have come true, but there has been some that sometimes get misinterpreted based on facts that the leakers have been told. I can only present to you what I've been told and shown. So no leak or rumour is 100% true until we see the final iPhone SE being shown officially from Apple. However, if you are like me and you're also watching this video, then you're as curious as I am in knowing what the next generation iPhone SE is going to be like and want to know what the latest leaks and rumours are, no matter what they tell us. For release date, let's be honest, from the iPhone first SE to the current one, there was a 4-year gap between them. However, it is looking likely that gap will be even shorter for the next iPhone SE model. According to Ming-Chi Kuo and now DigiTimes, it is likely that the next iPhone SE will be coming out in early 2022. So from now on, I'll be referring to this iPhone as the iPhone SE 2022, new iPhone SE, the iPhone SE 3, or even the iPhone SE Plus, what I'll talk about in some more other leaks in other videos. So, just quickly guys, recently this channel got over 300,000 subscribers, what is absolutely amazing. So in celebration of this, I've decided to do a giveaway of this. It is an iPhone 13 Pro Max and it is in white silver and it's a 256GB model option. So recently I've given away a Sierra Blue one when we got over to 300,000 subscribers, and I'm going to be giving away this iPhone 13 Pro Max when we get over 350,000 subscribers. And all you need to do to enter into this international giveaway is just write down in the comments below of what Apple gear you're planning to buy in 2022. Write it down in the comments below, and also at the same time as well, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell, because I'll be revealing who the winner is when we get over 350,000 subscribers via a video, and you won't want to miss that notification for that video. Now quickly, I just want to mention as well, sadly there are a lot of scammers and spammers out there who use my face for example and also tell you to WhatsApp them. This is not me, and I'm afraid they're not giving away any giveaways out there. I'm the only one who's doing the giveaway, and you can make sure it's me by seeing that there is a tick next to my actual name, and also like I said that any comments or anything will have that tick, but the actual giveaway itself will be on that actual video when we get over 350,000 subscribers, not before. Well, with that out of the way, let's return back to the video. But for now, when in 2022 are we most likely going to get our hands on this brand new iPhone SE? Well, it is most likely we'll be getting it around March or April time in 2022, and this is what also Kuo has also confirmed, in that it's going to be released in Q1 of 2022. Based on the last two iPhone SE models of when they released, the original iPhone SE was released on March 31st in 2016, and then the 2020 model was launched on April 24th. It is believed that the next iPhone SE model will be launched around the same time and most likely announced at the first Apple event of 2022, which is normally around mid-March to early April time, based on the kind of last 5 years of Apple events that have happened at this time of year. When we get nearer that actual time, I can probably reveal the actual exact date of when the iPhone SE will be available as more leaks come on in. With the latest leaks and release date out of the way, let's move on to a summary of everything we know so far that previous leaks have painted a picture of the details of the new iPhone SE with its price as well. So as I mentioned, it is still very early days for the new iPhone SE 3 or iPhone SE Plus, and you'll see why I'm going to call it the iPhone SE Plus in just a second. Some of these leaks that we've had have been like one end of the scale, and then the others have been at the other end of the scales, and as I make more further videos into the future, hopefully a lot of this information will be cleared up. But at the moment, for example with the iPhone SE 3, for the display, it is looking likely we're either going to be getting a 4.7 inch or we're going to be getting a 6.1 inch. Now that 4.7 inch, if it does come true, will be an LCD display and will give us a resolution of 1334 by 750. And if you know anything right now, this is basically identical to the current iPhone SE that is out right now, or even the iPhone 8 as well. But if we do get the 6.1 inch LCD display, this will be very similar to what you get on the iPhone XR or also the iPhone 11 kind of normal model, what's a 6.1 inch display. And again, that comes in with a resolution of 2532 by 1170, and it will be a 60Hz refresh rate. There'll be no ProMotion, no 120Hz, because this at the end of the day is the budget iPhone. There will be a total of 4GB of RAM inside this new iPhone, and this is a bump up after the last generation, which only had 3GB inside. And then for storage options, there's only going to be two choices this time, of 128GB or a 256GB storage option. If you wanted more storage, this is what the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 13 is all about, so that you can buy a more spec'd up phone with a big amount of storage inside. For chipset inside, due to its release coming out early next year, it is looking likely that we'd get an A15 Bionic put inside this, and there will also be 5G connectivity, which will be an absolute first for an iPhone SE model to have, so it's really good to see this. The actual body will be made out of an aluminium body, and then on the rear, again, this is a thing that's kind of a conflict a little bit. There will either be a 12 megapixel single camera or there'll be a dual camera setup, what is very similar to what we get on the iPhone 11 or on the iPhone 12 models right now, with just the normal ones, not the Pro. For battery life, it depends again if we're going to be getting that 4.7 inch or if we're going to be getting the 6.1 inch display. So if we do end up with the 4.7 inch, we'll probably be getting a 1821 milliamp battery inside, but if we do get the 6.1 inch, then we'll be getting a 3110 milliamp battery inside. The base models are looking like it's going to be $429 for the 128GB model, and then $479 for the 256GB model. As I've said already guys, it is likely that these specs and bits and pieces will change over time, but this is just a picture of everything that has come in through leaks right now. So that is a summary of the new iPhone SE. However, for my thoughts and wishes, my wishes actually do with the actual colours. I actually like the colours of the new iPhone 12 models, for example, and I'm hopeful that the iPhone SE could get some of these colours if possible. Right now there's only a selection of white, black and red on the current iPhone SE, what is still really good, and I can semi-understand why that is, because, you know, this is just the budget iPhone, so there's not going to be too many colours out there, but it would be good to see a few more available. But those are my wishes for the iPhone SE. But let me know your thoughts if you agree on this or not, and write in the comments below what your wishes would be for the new iPhone SE. Well guys, it's time to wrap up this video, so if you have enjoyed watching it, please make sure to like the video, and at the same time, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. Until next time, I'll see you soon.